Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and this is Stars and Whiskers from the shop Diamood and the artist Daria Elvy Fox. Today I'm going to be sharing an in-depth review of this diamond painting kit and letting you know what my experience was of working on it and, I don't know, give you a sense of what to expect if you have a kit from this shop in your diamond painting collection or are on the hunt for one, which is... There's a big asterisk here. It's very bittersweet that I will explain very shortly, but this adorable kit is just so happy. It's the first that I worked on from this shop. It won't be the last. I have a couple more from them in my collection, but unfortunately, if you do want to get your hands on this, I'm going to have to point you to some Destash Groups, which I'll have linked below, over on Facebook, or there are third-party platforms like Mercari, eBay, Poshmark, Vinted, those kinds of things where diamond paintings will often show up. And I'm also hoping that maybe this artist may pop up at another shop at some point because their artwork is very, very cute and I think translated really well to diamond painting form. So while I know that you might have mixed feelings on me doing a review of a kit that's from a shop that's since closed, I still just kind of wanted to take you on the journey of working on this kit and share my thoughts, including, like I said, the very kind of bittersweet feelings that came about when less than a week into starting working on this kit is when Diamood announced that they were going to be shutting their doors pretty soon. So that said, I know that they were accepting orders up until the end of July, and so if you placed an order, hopefully you will have yours in hand at some point soon, and I hope you really enjoy working on it and that what I was able to share of my progress on this kit before they closed was helpful. So I have my paper logbook over here, which is where I track my diamond paintings, my thoughts, the stats. I start tracking kits once I actually start working on them. So this kit was 50 by 71 centimeters. It had 80 colors, which did surprise me at first. I didn't necessarily look at this artwork and think that it was the kind of kit that called for 80 colors, but looking at it finished, I'm okay with it. I think it looks pretty good. I started this on July 15th and finished it on August 4th. It was my 24th finish of this year. Confetti-wise, I ranked this a 6 out of 10. And enjoyment a 4 out of 10, mostly because of those bittersweet feelings. I still need to go in because I don't know that they included the drill count on the website. If they did, I forgot to write it down before they closed. So I like to track the drill count. I started doing that this year just to kind of see how many drills do I place in a year. I thought it would be fun. I will double check. I want to say a 50 by 70 kit typically is, I don't know, was it like 60, 70,000 diamonds? Because a 60 by 80, I just did one that was 60 by 80, and that one was 90,000 diamonds and squares. So, I don't know, probably somewhere around 70,000. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I write what I loved, and meh, as I put it. And then notes, I was sent this for PR, but the only expectation when they sent it to me was that I would do an unboxing. They did not require me to work on it. I just knew that I wanted to work on a kit from a new to me shop this year. I had on my list of 20 kits for 2025 where I did a video at the beginning of the year. I'll link to it below if you're interested. And I had said in that video and on my list of 20 kits for 2025 it was a different Diamood kit, but even at the time I said it might be this one or it might be a different one, but I know I want to work on a kit from this shop because I'm so intrigued. The owners were super sweet and I loved what I was seeing them doing. It felt like it was a very high commitment to quality, and they were experimenting with trying some different and new things. Their kits came in these gorgeous deep purple, almost quilted material looking poster tubes that I'm saving that even though this kit is done because it's so pretty. So there was a lot that I was really excited about with working on this kit, and so I'm glad that I did. Let me give you a little bit of a look at it. There are, by the way, all my leftover diamonds. I did have enough left in every color. There was one color, this 3865 white color, which if you watched my whip and chat a few weeks ago when I was working on this kit, I think I was in the cat's face and this white color all through here. That color was so full of trash. I was very worried that I might not have enough to complete this kit. I did, thankfully, even picking out the trash. But otherwise, the rest of the colors I didn't run nearly as, close to running out on. But 80 colors, I did have to kind of spread this out into two storage containers because there wasn't a really practical way for me to fit 80 colors into one tray. And so that's just how it went. Giving you a look at this kit, kind of starting up here at the top. I actually started, when I started working on the kit, the top row is where I started and I worked my way down because I wanted to, I don't know, get through all of the, okay, let's be honest. The night sky, to me, it felt like there's just not a lot that's going on here. I'm most excited to get to the cat and to these balls of yarn. So the top part was a little bit tedious. I didn't have as much fun with it, but my gosh, this cat is so ridiculously adorable. I love her. I absolutely love her. And these yarn balls, it's way too cute. I like so much about how this turned out. I think it is very obvious that there is a lot of this that was hand charted. We spent a lot of time with hand charting this piece. When I talk about charting or rendering, what that is how the artwork was turned into diamond painting form. Sometimes it'll be really heavy on the computer charting, which is more where it's just popped into a program and may have some touch-ups, but not as much like time and work spent by a human being on it. But this, especially the really clean details and lines, and especially with where the special drills are, like in the yarn balls, how clear and clean like the cat's face is and stuff like that, how deliberate the patterns are. This was hand charted to a large extent. The night sky, I'm on the fence of how much hand charting I think went on there, but that's fine. I still think it looks, I mean, it's very like abstract kind of, it's softer. Like there's a lot of different colors going on there. So I'm really fine with it. But I love just the rendering and how this turned out. The special drills on this one were really lovely. There were quite a lot. There was a lot of this, I think they call this like nebula dust or nebulous dust, which is kind of that glimmer, shimmer diamond special drill that all companies seem to have different names for. It has a fine glitter coating on the top. And then there were some ABs in this kit as well. Now, there were some really pretty of these shimmer, these dust diamonds, like this deep purple, amazing, this white one. Here's some of the pink AB. I just thought these looked so good, the different yarn balls. There was this fun, like, blue shimmer diamond up here, and the cat almost had, like, some colors in it that gave it a vaguely kind of 3D looking effect. And I thought the way that they turned it into diamond painting form and translated it really worked. I think it looks really good. Like you would not expect these blue colors in a cat. And I totally buy it. The cute derpy face with the little slightly cross-eyed eyes. I'm in love. I'm a cat and a dog person. But this is just, it's too much. It's so cute. And little like mouth and nose. They did a great job. The really pretty pastel colors and these background clouds, it was really great. Ooh, I'm bending this a little bit and those drills are wanting to kind of come up off the canvas, but I was really like basically folding it in half. So that's, I think, a me problem. If you have a square drill kit, do you ever run your hands over it to see, are there any popping diamonds? Okay, so speaking of drills on this one, for the most part, I feel like the drill quality was good, but I ran into something with this kit that I haven't really run into with other kits before, with square drills from other companies. Now, with square drills, especially if they're made of resin, which these were, there's just by nature going to be some trash. That's just the name of the game with resin and molds and stuff. Trash diamonds might be ones that have like a little bit of a tab sticking off the side, or maybe really inconsistent in size and shape. Just drills that you're not really going to want to use and put on a canvas. These diamonds, there were a number of different colors that I would pour the color out into a tray, and immediately half a dozen or a dozen of them would stick out to me with these pinprick holes in the tops. And functionally, there wouldn't be tabs. They would fit in the spot fine. They stuck to the canvas fine. But visually, aesthetically, I don't want to put drills down that have visible imperfections. I don't necessarily have that like phobia of little holes. It's tryptophobia or whatever it's called. I don't really have that. But it's like if I'm going to spend this time doing this diamond painting, aesthetically, I want it to look really good when it's done. And I've done a lot of diamond paintings at this point, a lot of square drill kits with resin drills, and this particular issue is not something I have experienced with other companies to the same extent. I usually expect to see a little bit of drills that have the little pinprick holes in the top, but this was just it stood out to me and in multiple colors. And I'm just so curious about why that is. It's not something I'm worried about giving feedback on because this shop has sadly closed, like I said, but just an observation. Let me show you the special drills. In this top part, since we're up here, there's some gorgeous ABs back here and this like galaxy or nebula, whatever we've got going on in the amazing outer space scene back here. Yeah, those ABs are stunning. We have some ABs sprinkled through here. Lots of special drills kind of sprinkled back in these little stars and little like magic dust motes through here. And then the cat's tail, there's this really pretty gray glimmer drill there in the center there. You can kind of see it's subtle. Like, I think that this kit actually, it really served it to have 80 colors. I feel like 80 colors is a lot, but I think this kit really called for it. When you think about it, with all of these like very different color families going on in the cat compared to like the night sky, it's like here we have oranges, browns, black, white and stuff in the cat, which is completely different than like the colors we have in the night sky and even down here in the clouds and the yarn, which are lots of pastels, lots of shades of blue and purple and pink. So the number of colors, while I was skeptical going into it, I'm completely on board by the end of it. I think it works well. Where I wasn't as sure about, and I don't have any suggestions for how to do this better, I'm not a rendering artist, but I know there's a specific name for this technique where this color change, like blend, is like a very specific kind of confetti. I'm blanking on the name of it. I know Lindsay from Emeralds and Fairy Lights knows what it is because she's used it before, and I'm like, I need to remember that. I never remember it. But with some of these starker color changes, it feels stark. And I don't know what the answer to that is. It's just an unhelpful observation. But I still think, especially when you step back, I think the night sky does work. And I do especially like how it looks down here at the bottom. As far as my other overall thoughts, I like the canvas material. It's this kind of short lint. I have a black cat for glitter that gets everywhere. The short lint, soft lint material that a lot of companies do use. I like it. It's got like kind of a glittery kind of effect. You can kind of see up close. Yeah, it's a pretty look, and it lays flat well. It's got a nice thickness and weight to it. The glue is pretty good, though I'm like nervous since I accidentally kind of like bent the canvas and created an angle, and those drills just wanted to really lift right off. But I didn't, when I was working on this, I wasn't ever thinking like, oh, the glue isn't sticky. So it's possible that it's just like it's how I folded the canvas. That's probably all that it is, really. But it's possible that maybe some of the drills I placed didn't have like perfectly flat bottoms to them, because I did notice that, especially with like this white drill color that I was having to single place painstakingly to really pick around this really awful trash. So it's possible that I wasn't realizing that some of the drills had concave bottoms to them, but I'm looking at this and none of the diamonds have fallen off, and this has been, rolled up and kind of tossed with some of my other completed kits for a bit. So I wouldn't say that that's necessarily an issue. Overall, the glue I had a good experience with. The symbols were pretty easy to read, which was nice because there were 80 of them. And yeah, I didn't have any issues with those. And the experience of working with them was really good. Now, granted, like I said, they did send me this for PR, and I know that impacts an experience. They knew this was going to be on YouTube, but at the same time, my impression from talking to other people was that they also were just having a really good experience with this company. Overall, happy with the quality and with kind of the shipping time and whatnot. And I know I'm not the only one that is bummed that this shop has closed down. They did say in their announcement, there's no like drama or anything. It's a mix of things. They were located in Spain, and I guess the kind of cost and process and everything that goes into operating a small business out of Spain is expensive and complicated and just not very small business friendly, especially with various things going on in the world. And also the reality is that it's just really hard for small shops in the diamond painting world right now. And I think it's really hard for a lot of small shops to be able to stay in business. As much as you can, if you're still here but not necessarily going to be able to hunt down one of these kits, I would just say a general recommendation and note I would have is to, if you are able to support a small shop, if they have artwork you like and you like the quality they can really use your support right now. So branching out a little bit, and if something's in your budget and catches your eye, can be a really great opportunity or option to do. I will link to a post review playlist and my month in review playlist in the description box of this video, where you'll see a wide variety of different shops and kits that I have reviewed over the years. And so if you're wanting to find out more about a particular small shop that you aren't sure about before you order, hopefully you'll find that to be helpful. And I'm really trying to work on and review kits from various small shops so that you guys can find out more about what's out there and see how kits look completed. And by sharing my experience, hopefully give you a sense of what it would be like if you worked on the kit and if it's going to be something that you will enjoy. Because things that I might really highly prioritize, things that are deal breakers, such as like the rendering, the drill quality, the customer service, that kind of thing, might not necessarily be as high a priority as for you, or might not be deal breakers for you, and vice versa. So I just want to give you all of the information that I can, so that you can decide what to do with it. That said, I don't mean to get soapbox preachy here at all. I just wanted to, I guess, give that extra context, knowing that Diamood has closed. And I did go back and forth on whether or not to do this video, but I thought I would. And I will keep you posted in the description box if this artist does sign with another diamond painting shop. That way you can go look for their artwork. Otherwise, I would say take a look on, Destash Groups on Facebook, or maybe Mercari, to see if anyone is destashing these kits. Though, if I'm being totally honest with you, I don't think that you're going to see a ton of these out there in general being destashed, because the shop was only around for, I think, 2 years, and I don't know how many people ordered from them before they closed, but I really hope that you're able to get your hands on a kit from them if they were a must-have for you. But I think that's it. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments, whether it's specifically about this kit. Do you love it? Are you kind of meh? Or like, is it something you're like, oh, I have to go hunt down a kit from this shop if I can, if possible? I also would love to hear from you. What are your deal breakers? What are the things that make or break a kit from you? If a shop offers this, like, is that yes, it's a must have for you? Or you're like, if a shop does this, I'm absolutely not going to purchase, as far as like what they have to offer, features and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it, you guys. Please subscribe. Well, I hope this video is helpful, for one, either way. And I'd invite you to subscribe if you did enjoy it. Like I said, try to review a variety of different companies and do unboxings too, though I know seeing completed kits is much more helpful for me than just seeing unboxings, but hopefully unboxings still give you kind of that first impression and is somewhat helpful. But yes, subscribe if you want to see more diamond painting videos from me. I also do weekly whip and chats and other diamond painting related videos, and would love to have you here. Either way, though, thank you for taking the time to watch this video today. I hope you're doing very, very well, and that you have a day and a week that's as wonderful as you are. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.